there is a pandemic of talents exiting Nigeria.
Yeah.
Now, earlier we were talking about how that we need people who will stand up and build this infrastructure,
Yeah.
else we could be in danger, as it were, right?
Yeah.
But the people who are supposed to build it are exiting Nigeria. They are moving there, relocating to other developed countries to help developed countries get
Yeah.
more developed, while our country that needs the development
Yeah.
is getting less development. And of course, the reason some of these guys will leave is because they're getting better pay there
True.
for their value. Do you think their cost for living is justified?
Short answer, yes. And I'll give you an example. I was looking at a particular uh, job offer somewhere recently, and I was seeing the same job offer. It's a European country. I'm not sure where exactly now. And what they are offering is tantamount to paying $4,500 per month. And then that same job is being offered to a Nigerian, and they're not even putting 1.5 million naira on the table. Do the maths. That's over 6 million naira to 1.5. Same job. So
Wow.
it's a company that has employees across different countries. So it means I'll be on a team where just because of where I stay, it's not even about you know my nationality. It's just because I still stay in Nigeria, I would be taking 25% of what a colleague with the same workload in a different country takes. Whatever it is that made that maths possible can't be as bad as that. Can't be. So when someone like me who also has a family to raise in a place where it's even way, I mean, that's the funny part. Nigeria is the place where it's even more dangerous to live. I'm in a city where a government owned teaching hospital was said to not have electricity for weeks. People go there to take tests, they don't get results on time. Imagine what that means for your life. If a place like that is like that, the probability that you could die from very simple things elsewise is higher in Nigeria than elsewhere. So where should we get the higher payment to subsidize for things like that? But then it's here. I'm saying that guy takes that much in that country. Yes, you can go ahead and say maybe by the time he pays for this tax, pays for this, pays for that. But by the time he does all of that, his take home is still not going to be compared because I still have to somehow pay for some of those things. But I don't even get the level of service that he gets over there. When you put all of that together, my brother, it is really difficult to try to play the long game. There's this, icon in Nigeria around, tech, who is not really a techie person, but has built more than one successful tech, stuff, and is currently very loud and advocating for people coming home to build. For me, I think that that's just convenient. The guy can afford to live anywhere in the world today. It sometimes tries to give us the vibe of, oh, I didn't come from much and all that. Regardless, you at least had the opportunity to get certain education. Here was somebody who himself said that even though his parents didn't have much, they did all they could to ensure that he got quality education. There are people that it does not matter what their parents do, there's still a cap to the kind of education they can get. This guy went to Canada to study, for crying out loud, regardless of whether it was borrowed money or anything.
My parents did all they could to send me to a public school. Don't you think that this is going to affect long term, especially when the same countries that people are moving to decide to close their borders against foreigners?
Of course, even right now, without even closing borders, there is a lot that is going on. You hear a lot of people tell you things like some of these places have the highest and most cruel form of racism. I read, maybe I heard it somewhere, or read it somewhere, that there's a particular country, a particular popular country, where even when you are in the fourth generation, I mean the fourth generation, that someone migrated first generation, then they have their children, then there's the third generation, and there's the fourth generation, that there are still certain places where they will still look at you and they still discount you as you're still not part of us. How strong that. So people paying prices for that. And of course, recent happenings, have also proven the fact that, yeah, policies can come up like the one that happened in the US recently with, the fee that has become attached to the H1B, visa and all of that by the United States. Yes, we have stuff like that, but it's like it's like what people say when people endanger their lives to try to leave this country by going through parts like the desert, or when some people take some ignoble paths
Hmm.
socially to try to get out of this country. People feel like, man, yes, I know the dangers, but anything that gives me the promise of getting out,
It's better than
I'll
being
stick it
stuck in
out.
a
Do you
place.
understand? I mean, we are still restricting it to just salaries and tech. There are several other things in Nigeria that does not just add up, bro. It does not. So people are really, really fighting for their lives sometimes when they do choose to leave this country. My personal opinion is, if you don't have the conviction for building long term, I won't hold you back. Yes, we will all pay for it communally, but then sometimes people just want to survive. It's somebody who exists in tomorrow who can bother about making tomorrow better.
Mm, mm,
Sometimes people just do it for their children. People just want their children to have better options. So yeah,
children
so
first.
like I said, it's philosophical and it's sad, but then it's the reality. I won't discourage anyone from leaving. If you have the opportunity, please leave.
Thank you. Thank you for
Nigeria will
this.
pay for it. We will all pay for it, but I mean, it is what
It
it
is what it is.
is.